In this video, I'm going to be breaking down why Theragun is different than all the other massage guns on the market today. Let's check it out. What's going on, guys? Wes back with another review, and like I said, we're going to be talking about Theragun. There's going to be three parts to this video. First, we got to talk about Theragun, which is known as Therabody, because there would be no massage gun market if it wasn't for Theragun. We'll pay a small homage to that and Dr. Jason Wersland, and then I'm going to go into a subjective viewpoint, go over some points really quickly on my thoughts of the Theragun, and then finally I'm going to break down the patent of what makes Theragun objectively different than all the other massage guns. So let's start with Therabody, the company, and their roots. So Dr. Jason Wersland got into a bad motorcycle accident way back in 2006, 2007, and then needed something to treat his pains. So at that time, massage guns weren't around. So what he did was take what appears to be an old Makita jigsaw and put a soft ball at the end and I guess just hammer the pain away. I mean, if you look at this thing, it looks pretty medieval compared to the elegant design that Theragun has today. I don't think that I would allow someone to touch me with that thing. But through a lot of research and development and through what I assume is a lot of investment, in 2016, the first generation Theragun was released. And since then, they've gone to the Gen 2, the Gen 3, and what I hold in my hand now is the Gen 4. So really, there'd be no massage gun market if it wasn't for Dr. Jason Wersland. I couldn't really find who invented the first massage gun, but I found a lot of things that are assuming that it was, in fact, him. Now that we've touched on Theragun and Therabody, I want to go into the review of the massage gun. First off, if you haven't seen my video breaking down exactly the purpose of percussive or vibration therapy, I'd go check that video out. The too long didn't read of it is that massage guns are very good at reducing muscle soreness, warming up the muscles, and reducing lactic acid buildup. As far as the reciprocating head and how it is achieved, I couldn't really find anything innovative of any products across the board that says this frequency, the way this device hits the muscles, is different than any other massage gun on the market. I mean, my first massage gun is this Hyperice Hypervolt that retails at $250. The design is pretty much the standard when it comes to all massage guns on the market across a bunch of different price points. I mean, you can look at this $70 massage gun mini and this $250 Hyperice Hypervolt, and it's the same design. Unless, of course, it's the Theragun. So subjectively, let's touch on these points first. Also in that video, I said you're going to get what you pay for. You need durability, reliability, you need battery power, plus the attachments is something that's going to be really important. When you look at this device, it checks all the boxes except for the incredibly high price point. I mean, this is the Theragun Elite that retails at $499. And the sound. When I saw that the Quiet Force technology, I thought it was going to be something that was going to be quieter than my Hyperice Hypervolt. So allow me to demonstrate between the two. This is the lowest setting for the Hyperice. And this is the lowest setting for the Theragun. But when I look at the form factor between the Hyperice and the Theragun, I see that it is lighter, it is smaller, and because of that, there isn't much in the handles to dampen the sound. Plus, the Theragun takes on more pressure, assuming a much stronger motor inside this device. So it's no wonder that it's going to be louder. I'm not trying to rationalize as to why the Theragun is louder and why it is okay for it to be louder. I'm just saying that logically, it makes sense why it is a louder device. And I do want to quickly touch on that the attachments of the Theragun do feel more premium. They're a lot more forgiving. They're softer versus the hard plastic that you're generally going to get with massage guns. So it does feel much better against the body when you're using it, especially since the Theragun allows you to apply more pressure. You really don't want to be bruising your skin while you're doing it. Everything else on the list it's going to check, and it's going to be, above all, way better than any other massage gun that I ever used. So let's go into the objective review of the patent. When you go on the Therabody website, you look at it and I'm thinking, holy crap, they've got a bunch of different patents. But when you break it down, a lot of them are the same across the board. First off, I'm going to remove all the design patents. A design patent is going to cover the ornamental design of something. It doesn't really have to deal with any function of the device, otherwise it would have to be a utility patent. So then we remove the design patents, and what we're left with are 3 utility patents. 2 of them have to do with the attachment system, which I think is great in comparison to the attachment systems of the other massage guns. And then one is the method and use of the device that has to do with the ergonomic design. And that's the one we're going to focus on in this video. But first, let's quickly talk about the attachment system. The attachments on all the other type of massage guns are universal. I've even found that they're interchangeable. Well, all it does is it plugs in. The attachment system of the Theragun is this ball bearing system that pushes on and actually locks the attachments in place and keeps them from rotating. Personally, there are some attachments like the fork that I use that can rotate when I use my Hyperice or the Massage Gun Mini, but for the most part, it's not that big a deal. It is nice, but not necessarily something innovative enough to really want you to spend the money. All right, so let's get into the other utility patent that has to do with the method of use. Now, patents come in a variety of different ways. It's a machine, it's a composition of matter, it's a process, and in this case, it's a method. Meaning to infringe upon it, you would have to have a device that makes the user use it in a similar manner. And then when you're looking for the innovative and inventive concept of the patent, you go to the first independent claim, which is going to always be claim number 1. So all we need to do to understand the inventive concept of the Theragun is look at the first claim. And it's very simple. It's a method of use using 3 different axis of handles. And that's what we get with this ergonomic design. You have a first axis, a second axis, and a third axis. And I gotta tell you, despite how simple it may seem, it is a much more pleasurable experience using the Theragun's different handles to get places that I couldn't normally reach and I've complained about with other massage guns. Like for example, if you grab this handle and you wanna hit the back spots that you couldn't normally hit, it's much easier. I get a lot more leverage and comfort when I'm using this handle and I'm hitting my chest, or just traditionally if I'm hitting my legs, I can hit the first axis handle. And that's it. It has to do with the use of the ergonomic design, and I completely agree. Now, is it gonna be rational to spend that much? That's gonna be completely up to you. I mean, in any market, you can assume that there's gonna be a low end and a high end. I would say Theragun is pretty much the Apple of the massage gun market. They're going to be costlier, but they're going to be built well, very premium feeling, and a pleasure to use. If you use your massage gun as much as I do, I don't see in spending a little extra money in getting something like a Theragun, because I'm not happy that I spent that much with the Hyperice because I don't feel anything genuinely innovative, but I didn't mind spending this much on the Theragun. So just a quick wrap up. Subjectively, I love the device. I think if you're going to be looking and spending a little more extra dollars on a massage gun, you can't go wrong with a Theragun. You can go something like a little lower than the Theragun Prime, or even the Theragun Mini, which is going to be more handheld and something you can easily take with you to the gym or traveling. And objectively, breaking down their patent, it works. It's definitely something that's different than all the other massage guns I've used. And since starting this YouTube channel, I've definitely used more than the average person. So that's it. Hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe, really supports the channel, helps me carry on with doing more objective reviews like this and different breakdowns. If you have any suggestions, hit me up in the comments. I appreciate if you give me a follow on Instagram. There's going to be more content there. You can also reach out to me in the DMs, and I'm pretty good at responding, also in the comments, and I appreciate you watching. Later.